What are you bringing to the review then?
Right, okay, so we're doing Ragnarok. It's Thor, so I bought Thor's hammer!
That's an axe. It's not Thor's hammer. And it looks like it's about 20 years old and full on.
Got a splitter on it, it's a hammer! Oh, right, fine. Outside of that, or it's a gift from a mystic of the Orient. Dr. Stephen Strange, I give you the ever-filling mug.
What did you get from?
Got on Amazon, actually.
I think you're the mug. I think they've seen you come in there.
Hi! It works!
I'm going to go and put the kettle on.
See? Hello and welcome to Love Hate Films, a show all about films good, bad and indeed ugly.
And today we're all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe of Thor Ragnarok.
We are indeed, yeah. And I tell you what, just to celebrate, I think I might have a little bit of refreshment from my ever-filling mug.
Well done.
Off of Amazon.
Take that into the pub.
Oh.
Cheap night.
Absolutely, although this is why he's got the guns, you know, it is extremely heavy. That is the only issue. But hello and welcome, and guys, sorry, I appreciate it's been a little while since the last upload, but we're here today, of course, to do Thor Ragnarok, the 17th instalment in the Marvel Cinematic Canon now.
So you told me earlier, good research, well done. I did not know that.
Exactly, we can see who wears the trousers around here. Clearly not me. Clearly not me. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, Pete caught this flick a little earlier than me, and yeah, I mean, what were your thoughts?
Well, I saw it when it came out, and I already know exactly with this. At this moment in time, we're reviewing it now because it's just been on Sky Cinema. Well done, Sky.
Cheers.
And it's not the world's best Marvel film. It's not the world's worst Marvel film. For me, it sits in the middle. I'm going to score it now. I know that's out of protocol, but I'm giving it 7 out of 10 straight away. And that's in the Marvel universe and out in the normal cinematic universe because it's just one of them films. It's alright. It's got good bits in it. It's not rubbish. There are some bits in it that you could have been better. But outside of that, boom, 7 done.
Wow. See, now, I think fairly respectable review, but I kind of feel that the bar needs to be set a little bit higher here. Now, I'm not without my reasons.
Well, enlighten us all.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't see this reference of the best bad laser gun battle since Flash Gordon, or the best jumping CGI graphics since 300 in slow motion. I don't know, for me, it just had a quality that sort of brought back this kind of Jack Kirby side, you know, this very colourful feel, like the original comic book should be, and very well should they for the 17th instalment, as I say. I mean, there's been many now.
Yeah, I can see that. It was brighter than the other Thor films, like Thor Dark World. It's very dark, but then it is a dark world.
By title.
Yeah,
Thor Dark World.
When they do go to Ragnarok and they get the fight on and all of those, that is colourful actually, I'll give you that. It is a throwback, and the get-up that Hulk wears as well when he's Ragnarok. Absolutely. And then when he's just mooching about being a very congruent Hulk, which talks a lot, completely out of character from all of the other times he's been in the Avengers or the Thor films or whatever else he's been in. So it was colourful, I'll give you that. It's a good point to make.
Absolutely. And I also felt, and this is more on a personal front, funny enough, a little bit of Wookiee trivia, I lived in New Zealand for 6 years, so there we go, boom. But yeah, no, funny enough, the New Zealand director, of course, Tamati Waititi.
Hello, my name is Taika Waititi, director, actor. Welcome to Thor Ragnarok.
If I've done that right. Yeah, that does an absolutely...
We'll put his real name there.
Yeah, he does an absolutely fantastic job, and the humour that he employs, his little cameo, of course, as well, as sort of our favourite rock superhero.
Piss off, Ghost!
I don't know, there was just something about the lines, you know, oh, piss off, ghost. Oh, he's gone. Bro, this is my friend, and as you can see, he has knives for hands. There's just something very funny.
Did you say New Zealand or Scotland?
Hardy fucking hard. That is...
Just checking.
It's a little bit of a Maori accent, my friend. You know, it's called culture.
How long
I suggest
did you
you... Oh. It's called culture,
We'll
Pete.
leave that.
It's called culture, Pete. Maybe one day I'll introduce you to him. But...
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, fuck. Ah, no. Damn it. Zeus's beard. Oh, right. Hi, guys. It's the Wookiee from Love Hate Films. So, we invested in a new bit of kit. As you may have noticed, we've got an additional camera. Only issue is...
Prepare to make the jump to light speed.
What's up? They're getting closer.
Oh, yeah? Watch this.
Watch what?
That camera ain't working so well, so please bear with us with these technical difficulties. The rest of the show will just be with one camera. I know, you millennials, how will you sleep at night? Anyway, enjoy! Yeah, there we go. But anyway, yeah, the point being is that you saw a lot of this in some of his other directorial debuts, such as Boy, or he also collaborated quite a lot with Jermaine Clement, who is still rising through the ranks. He was in Moana recently.
Oh, right.
Yep, as the big shiny crab. So, yeah. Anyway, the point being is that it just felt to me, and there was other New Zealand alumni within the cast, it did just feel to me like a sort of greater comic book feel, and it still did go dark at the end. You know, it did have this feel of course, ultimately we're going towards disaster, and sometimes you need to let it happen.
Yeah, Thor goes through his journey as well, coming from the Asgardian Thor, where he turns into a nice guy, and then he loses all that, he gets his paint, he loses his hair, he loses his eye, and at the end of it he's sort of that step closer to the Odin's son, and the journey is almost complete for him, similar in the way that they do for Captain America.
Yeah, totally.
So he
totally
goes through his journey, and by the end of it in Infinity Wars, he's old dog or whatever his name is. So yeah, they do a similar thing for Thor there, which is good. I like the way that they keep that running through, and it's moving these characters on and through so that they can expand the universe and bring the next lot in after Infinity Wars have tied up, and we find out who won.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, just going on to a couple of sort of favourite picks of the film. I mean, it's the closest thing that we've had to Hulk Planet, so you know that showdown.
The reference in the film to that as well.
Oh yeah. But I mean, what was your thoughts about that fight scene, that gladiator feel to it?
Yeah, I liked how that fight scene was great, really well done. It was really good. I mean, when the promos came out for Ragnarok and you saw Hulk was going to be Gladiator Hulk and Thor was Thor Ragnarok, and they get it on, that sold the film for me straight away. When that came out, I knew it was going to be, or at the time I thought it was going to be one of the better of them. Turns out not as good as I thought it was going to be, which is why I'm sitting it in a 7 rather than a higher, because that bit was good, other bits were good, but I don't think any of it was great.
Why didn't Pete like some elements of Thor Ragnarok? Ooh, dreamy head voice. Hold on. Pigs in space! Oh, wait. I can feel it come. Phil Collins. Wait, hold on, no, serious thoughts. Why didn't Pete like Ragnarok? Come to think of it, why was Gwildor ginger in Masters of the Universe? I just want the truth.
You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
No, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. But I think, for me, it did just have to sit high. Although I will give you, with trailers, there is a little bit of a problem with potentially giving away some of the best parts of the film. Particularly when we do get to a fantastically emotional scene within the film. The sun's getting real low, big guy. And then all of a sudden, love it.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Although you did have a little bit of gripe, and not in a weird stomach way. Speaking of weird stomach way and gripe, I think I'll have some more liquid refreshment. But you did have a little bit of an issue with the Hulk and his communication in terms of...
Yeah, so I said a little bit earlier, he doesn't talk much in any of the previous, I think it's some extent of his one-liners are puny god, and there's little other small, not even sentences, they're just snippets of things that he says. And yet in this, he's having full-on conversations and...
Wearing the sarong.
Yeah, exactly, and I know that it's right for this story and it fits in, and obviously the Hulk is probably on his journey as well as Thor and Captain America, but that was just a jump too far, I think. He's not done that in any of the other Marvel films yet. I know he needs to do it in this one, which is why they've done it, but a middle step in one of the other films, they knew this was coming, they knew what the plot was going to be. They think these things out and map them out years in advance, and the directors come in and put their stamp on it like your New Zealand characters and that sort of stuff. But they know where it's going, so they could have thought of that before and threw that in. But that's a small thing.
I mean, you said that it was the right direction, but indeed, is it the wrong direction? See what I did there?
I see what you did there, good joke.
And I was waiting on that, you know. That was like a bad tuna sandwich and a long tube ride home. That wasn't good, you know, but yeah, I mean, going on to, back to, you know, good scenes from it. Once again, the sort of our favourite rock friend whose name, Korg, I believe, it escaped me for so long.
Korg.
Yep. I mean, just some of his one-liners, even when he's sort of before the fighting pits, when he's talking to Thor and saying about the hammer, and he's describing his intimate relationship. Bro, I think that you and this hammer had a fairly intimate relationship, and that losing him was evidently a big part of losing yourself. It was a fantastic line.
He is a good comedy character in there. He does that job really, really well, and as you said, he was played by the director, which makes it even better. It's a nice little touch.
But then, it does bring Mara humour into the mix. I mean, there were a couple of times where, you know, Loki, sort of this great demigod, what's up, cuz? Wanna come on this big spaceship here? Wicked line. I mean, just to whip out a cousin there.
Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, massive coincidence that they just happened to meet him and take him off, which fitted well into the story. If he hadn't have just happened to bump into him and say, "Cuz, do you want to go on this ship?" then the film wouldn't work, and that would have been it. So
I love the way that you mocked my accent earlier, although now I've just heard you say the word cousin and thinking, bro, you ain't down with a Farno G.
That's because I didn't even attempt to do any accent, because yours are...
Google that statement, by the way. Little Easter egg there. But, sorry, getting back onto the film. But yeah, as you say, there were some bugbears. As well, for the God of Thunder, what brings him down?
A little electric... I can't move. I've got a little electric thing here. Yeah, I can wield 1,000,001 volts through my hammer or myself, because I'm the God of Thunder, but a little... Oh no, I'm stuck in this chair.
You just see him sort of representing Asgard. His eyes are like, you know, Raiden from Mortal Kombat. All of a sudden, you know, Jeff Goldblum, I think I have a taser in here. I'm just going to see what this button does. Speaking of which, stellar performance, and his weapon of choice, the melty stick.
Oh, yeah, good weapon.
Yeah,
he is fantastic in everything. Goldblum, whatever franchise he is in, he brings something to it. Jurassic Park world franchise, great in that. Obviously, Fly was.
Oh, the Fly was amazing. Yeah. Well, it wasn't amazing, but you know.
No,
it was Jeff Goldblum. No, nonetheless, that's chaos theory.
Yeah. So yeah, he's all good in everything that he does, isn't he?
Yeah. And another little cameo that was chucked in there, that too. So upon Thor's return to Asgard quite early on in the film, he does encounter a play in which he and his brother Loki are portrayed by none other than Matt Damon as Loki. Yeah. And now, his name escapes me, but Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Liam Hemsworth.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I remember that.
Of course.
Chuck in that.
Yeah, of course. Looks a lot like him. And Anthony Hopkins, who, he does go back to this thing of it's quite a hard thing to do, and it's playing a character basically. So the idea of Duck Season, Rabbit Season from the Looney Tunes. He is playing Loki, playing Odin, but sort of in disguise. So he needs to embrace more of this sort of camp, devilish, naughty side. And you see him sitting there sort of popping his grapes back and watching sort of fine plays, whereas in reality Anthony Hopkins and Odin would have been a bit of a different affair, I should think.
Yeah, so all in all, like I said right at the beginning, there's good bits in there, there's meh bits in there. It's not up here, it's not down there, smack bang in the middle, 7.
I am going to have to go on a solid 8.9. Now, my rationale, as I say, great cast, brilliant references, and as well, little throw-ins. I mean, the Doctor Strange throw-in.
You just love it because it's New Zealand and it's got a New Zealand character in there.
Perhaps a slight bias about the overall opinion, but nonetheless, on its merit, it was a. I mean, look at what it did in the box office.
It did all right.
Did all right.
Any records?
Hasn't set any records, but good respectful. Oh, I'm sorry, I've gone through half of this, by the way. It still hasn't refilled itself. I think it's done.
Well, you got to finish it first, didn't you? And then it will refill itself. That's what Stephen told me, anyway.
Oh, right. What? You've been chatting to Stephen behind my back?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it? Fair enough. Anyways, with that, guys, it's time to love you and leave you, but please do leave a comment, like, subscribe, and as always, may the force be with you.
Always.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.